A tripod is an essential part of any landscape photographer's toolkit. And I want to go through this tripod that I have here, which is a new tripod from Falcam, and it's called the Tree Root. This tripod is a travel tripod, and it's quite interesting. As you can see here in the form factor, it comes in this, and I normally don't use tripod cases, but this is actually very good because it's quite slim and thin, as you can see here. And taking the tripod out from it, then it reveals what makes it quite unique. So this tripod is nice and small. As you can see here, it fits into a side pocket on my camera bag. And when you are using this tripod, it is extremely steady. It's made from carbon fiber, and it is really thin in its form factor. As you can see, as it's folded in here, each of these legs, if I give you a look here, you see it has a shape which is more like a triangular shape, and that fits in perfectly and closes down nice and tight. So it's not having anything also that's going to get caught or snagged. So on the leg releases here, they use the twist lock system, which I prefer. But a slight difference in this is that normally with twist locks you can twist and twist. Here you can only twist to a certain amount, that's it, and that allows to extend the tripod. It goes from fully extended to 61 centimeters, and that's something I think which can be quite good, but to use in all different scenarios. Now I've used this probably for the last, I'm going to say 3 months, and I've actually now started to use it all the time. It's an incredibly robust tripod, and it's strong as well to take different weights and different lenses. Also, at the very end of this here, you have these rubber legs or rubber feet. However, you can pop off the actual rubber, and it reveals a spike at the very end. Now it's tight to pull it off, which is good, means it's not going to come off accidentally, but I'll just take it off here now and I'll show you. And you see here, it reveals this spike foot. Automatically built in. You don't have to screw anything in at all, and it has one spike plus secondary ones as well. And then this rubber foot just comes back on it again, and then it is perfect for traveling, gets caught in nothing whatsoever. From a uniqueness point of view as well, the center column that you have on this tripod is quite different. So as you can see here, it's almost see-through. So there's different panels within that, and it's actually made of a lightweight metal. And from the use of it, you can actually get down quite low as well. You can remove the center column very, very easily. It's probably one of the easiest ones I've ever seen to remove. It's just basically 2 little clips that you push in and up, and now that will move and remove this center part. That then allows you to have the tripod down low, as you can see here. And also on top of that, you have the standard movement of your legs. So you can spread your legs exactly as wide as you want, and that means that the tripod can be pretty much down as low as you need it to be. Also again, a very simple clicking mechanism, stays in place, very straightforward. On a ball head point of view, what I like is a number of interesting things. So Falcam have come up with their own mounting plate. It's called the F22 system. And then on the top here as well, which is Arca Swiss compatible, they call it the F38. And that allows me to be able to use my L bracket, which is Arca Swiss, and connect it onto the camera. And how it connects onto the camera, again, is very interesting, because one fear people have when you put your camera on top of a ball head is that it's not insecure and that it could actually fall off. Whereas this, once you clip it in, you get a reassuring click that you know that it's in place. And then to release it, you just use this little button here, and then you flick that button across, and that opens up the release mechanism. The ball head is a reverse ball head. So it's one actually which is quite different. And if I show you here, I'll give you a look at the movements that you can have within that ball head. So here is your ball head here, and very simple. This lever, you release this lever, and that gives you full motion on your ball head. And then to lock it in place, wherever angle you want it to be, back in place, and it is extremely tight. There is no leeway, it's not sagging or anything like that with large lenses. Additionally to that, you have a pan head on the top. So if I straighten this up here, now I can pan by using this here, and I can now twist this around, and my ball head is staying in place. And additionally to that then as well, you have this little dial here, which gives you a opportunity to increase the tension or the friction on the movement in the ball head, so you can have it as fluid as you want, or for tiny little micro movements as well. This tripod is one I think which is quite interesting overall. The materials that they've used are very interesting too. It's probably very similar if you come across like Peak Design and such like that, but for me I think this is better for a number of reasons. I think it has a better form factor. It's more stable as well. There's no movement whatsoever that I've encountered anyway with it. The ball head, like I said, is good. It's kind of a reverse ball head like I would have mentioned. However, there are a couple of drawbacks that I think in regards to that. So if you notice here, I have this slightly extended, but if I bring this back down to its home position and then I try and move the ball head, you don't have much movement. So you can move it left to right, but you don't get much movement on an up or a down or a forward and a back. So the only way to do that is to slightly extend the ball head above. The other thing is, because it's a 4-section tripod, I was expecting it to be taller, but for me to get the full height, I need to go all 3 legs out and then extend that center column as well, also on top of that. Would I recommend this tripod? Absolutely I would. Price-wise though, I think it's a bit expensive. It's nearly $400 when I checked the pricing on that. Now, for a travel tripod, that might seem quite high. However, this has been through everything with me. I even have marks on it and everything else from traveling and doing workshops with it. And it's also quite an interesting tripod from people who see it for the first time. And they're going, okay, that's unusual. I haven't seen that before. And they've used it. And I think a couple of people have gone off and wanted to purchase it. So decided to make this video in case anybody else wants to see about this tripod. Like I say, it's the Falcam tree root. Very, very good tripod from my point of view. And it's one now that I'm using more and more. In fact, it's taking the place of the tripod that you're sitting on at the moment, which is my Benro tripod as well. So yeah, just a quick overview video just to give you thoughts in relation to that. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to have a look at it yourself, or you can pick one up yourself. A very, very good tripod, and one, like I say, that I'm looking forward to using more. So quick episode. Thanks for watching, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you the next time. Slán go fóill.